Good afternoon, esteemed guests, partners, and friends. I have the greatest pleasure as well as the greatest challenge to present to you about Huawei Ads. Now, why do I say challenge? If you're jam-packed with tons of features and other useful elements in my whole entire platform, my challenge is to try to sift out a few and present it to you today. With that said, please feel free to speak to any of my colleagues in terms of finding out more about all the features within Huawei Ads itself. I will begin. Now, when we say Huawei Ads, we're an entire ecosystem itself. If you're just thinking that we're demand side, no, we have it all. From the SSP portion, supply side platform, the DSP portion, which is the demand side platforms that advertisers use, the ad exchange, and very critically, our DMP. So what does this bring together? On this side, we work with all the owned and operated media of Huawei. We do have many partners that are within the ecosystem that have specialized apps or media. And we also work with third-party supply-side platforms. On the flip side, the demand side for marketers, we work very closely with agencies, direct advertisers, app advertisers, and including third-party demand-side platforms. They are also able to access our Huawei users. So with this, we serve more than 3 billion daily ad requests, and we operate in 170 countries globally. So what's interesting and unique about us? We're more closer to MarTech. Why? Because we are a platform that actually understands our consumers. We know what they are, we know what they want, and from there, we will be able to help you with all the campaigns and you reach out and communication directly to the consumers. So these are some examples. We have a lot of native units that you can see here, from banner ads, rewarded ads, native ads, static video, interstitials, which is quite popular. We have the unique splash ads also available, and row ads. Of course, we do also have the common IAB ads formats as well. Next, we own and operate as well Ad Gallery, which is our Huawei app store. On itself, we do have many from standard slots, recommended slot, quick search, quick results, etc. All this ensures that if you place an app with us, we can ensure that the users will find out about it. This is a list of some examples of the campaigns that we have run, including our advertisers as well. With that said, that's why our media partners, we work very closely with them, and we have successfully monetized their traffic. As you can see from here, interstitials, banners, even rewarded ads. So, what does this mean for marketers such as yourself? Our focus has always been the whole entire funnel. As you can see from there, we will match you in the top of your funnel for the marketing activities that you have, the middle funnel, as well as, of course, the lower funnel. And the focus points in using Huawei Ads, we have all the units that will comply to your marketing objectives. UAC, our app install campaigns. As you notice, as mentioned earlier, we're here to be able to assist you to ensure that Huawei users or other users outside will be able to take note of your app, and we can ensure your cost of install can be lowered. Over here, some other features, as I pointed out. We have this optimized cost per click. Now, if you're wondering what that is, It's basically you can control your ad spends on a click, a CPC level. However, what if I tell you that CPC is optimized to your end result, be it a CPA, CPL, but you can control it and only pay on the cost per click. Next, for campaigns. Some campaigns are very fast duration. We know that. Instant promotion. You might run it for 3 days, a week, etc. We have ensured that we support you fully even in landing pages. In our landing pages tools, which is instant and immediate for you to create, we also have other tools like a form generation, including a video tool. Now, what do we mean by a video tool? For some campaigns that run very fast, you can stitch together and make a video out of certain graphics and creatives that you have. Now, why is this important? Explainer videos. In all research, consumers like to know more about a product with an explainer kind of video, and that works very well. Next, for our e-commerce partners, the challenge that you face, you have tons of creatives just to push for one product. Imagine how much your store has. Multiple products. We're talking multiple creatives. In that, we fully support you with our product, dynamic product ads. So it can run and take in and help configure for you tons of different creatives to ensure the promotion of a single product. Agencies and fellow other partners, if you have your own platform, we have the marketing APIs. With that, you can offer on your own platform Huawei Ads. It includes, of course, the reporting API, the tools, all the various ones that you can see, account generation, ad delivery, and including some of the shopping ads. So with this, we're geared for partnerships with different partners that have their own platforms. Tracking, it is essential. And in this, we call it DTM, which is Huawei's Dynamic Tag Manager. It is also compliant with other tag managers that you have run with. It's quite easy to configure, and it ensures the tracking throughout as well. But everyone knows when you run a campaign, one core focus is how is it progressing? You need to know, is it pacing well? And we have ensured that we've given you full information for analysis. All areas are customizable to get the information that you require to see the pacing of your campaigns. Now that being said, are we compliant? How do we ensure problems like ad fraud, viewability? Well, we are fully compliant. As you can see, we work with different partners. So the partners and verification partners that you have worked with, we can also work with you on that as well. So now comes the main portion, first party data. That's the buzzword now. The cookieless future awaits. Everybody knows that. But when we say first party data, we see its importance. Now let me put some examples to you and show you how you can utilize Huawei's DMP's first party data. As mentioned earlier by my colleague Eric, the 1+8 plus infinity applications and scenarios. From there, we are able to pull together certain information about the user. Okay, from where they work, from what they're doing, from any process that they are engaged in. So what does that mean? But one thing we have to know, we do and always will respect our users' privacy. So our ID or advertising ID is what we call OAID. It's Open Ad ID. All our Huawei users have the option to also disable personalized ads or receive more personalized ads. Now, why is this critical? From this, our ID, Our DMP works in this way. From the apps, the banners configuring on OAID, we are able to stitch together core informations, especially if you look at this portion. It follows similarly to IME's core 3 pillars, which is demographic pillar, the other pillar, purchase intent pillar, and finally, interest pillar. Now, one question, as you mentioned earlier and noticed earlier, what if I opt out of personalized ads? Think about it. Well, we can't